That is not special effect, that's a spray with glitters. I just love it. I know it's probably toxic, but yeah, it is. So today, not narcissists, today very interesting topic. Now what does it talk to you about? If I have my, yeah, I have it there, so we'll pick it up later on maybe. Have you ever heard about 100 hours rule? No. Have you ever heard about 10,000 hours rule? To become master at something, at like anything, like playing guitar or coding or game development or whatever it is, you have to spend 10,000 hours. And just after that, you can be recognized as someone who's really capable to do that. But let's take calculator. Yes, that's the name of it. Couldn't find it. Yes, let's take calculator. So 10,000 hours. 10,000 hours. We divide by. We have no. Okay, let's see. We have the year. How many years we have to spend? No, it's not how many years we have to spend. Okay, I'm sorry. 10,000 divided by 24. So apparently, if we work on some skill, our skill 24/7, we have to spend 416 days and 6 in period. And do you think it's possible? How many skills you can master by doing 10,000 hours for each skill? And in today's world, it's gonna be really simple phrase. In today's world, we have to do more than one skill to be well paid, to be happy or whatever. So we cannot be perfect at everything. I'm sorry, we cannot. I have to say it to myself too. So apparently there's one gentleman, I'm not gonna say his name, you will help me with that, who, it's not him who invented actually this way of doing things. I'd say invented, he's not invented this. Actually there is 100 hours rule. So this rule offers simple thing. 100 hours, it's if we divide somehow, they say that it's, you have to spend, it breaks down to about 18 minutes daily over a year. I don't think that, like, even if you do one thing for 18 minutes a day, it will really help. And can you really do it every single day? We don't know. So still, the idea is interesting. 100 hours. What is going to happen after this 100 hours? If it really works, will it work? If you try. If you, for example, want to get a skill of writing books, I think 100 hours, if you dedicate it, if you're really learning, it's gonna be enough. It's gonna be really enough to learn that. But you have to be dedicated for 100 hours. Not in a row, obviously, but you can divide it by there's actually another wonderful way how to manage your time. It's Pomodoro. It's called Pomodoro. There are a lot of applications out there on internet, on Apple Store, I think in Google Store, how we call it, and it actually helps you to concentrate on a task, one task at a time, for 25 minutes. You don't have to look at your phone, you don't have to, like, nothing. 25 minutes just doing that. Apparently it helps. It helps. So I decided to add 100-hour rule to Pomodoro tactic and to see what happens. I will show you my So I'm back. My workbook. I decided to have. I will add. Maybe not. Maybe it's private. So, 1 hour to learn new skill. 25 minutes Pomodoro, and I counted, and actually you have to do it 240 times. 240 times is not that much if it's 25 minutes by 240 times. So I have my things I have to learn, and some of them are like criminology, narcissistic personality disorder. I don't say it's a skill, but I want to be really, I want to have a profound knowledge on these topics. Piano, because I'm playing piano. Singing, I'm a professional singer, but I still have to practice, and I think 100 hours of practicing will bring me to a way another level. Writing, floristics, I'm a florist too, not a professional yet. And here I stopped, but before I had here also ballet and something else. I don't really remember what was it. It doesn't really matter. Bass guitar. So me, I'm doing this experiment. I might be showing you the how it's going. So, and okay, while I'm doing this experiment, so it's gonna be videos probably, maybe it's gonna be another playlist, maybe you want to have this challenge, do this challenge with me, just let me explain to you, like I will explain to you at the end of the video step by step what to do, okay, so you're not getting lost. We have also comments. What is a valuable skill? Because we have to know opinions of different people, because we cannot rely on one person's opinion. Not always. It's better to hear other opinions. Yeah. So let's go. What is a valuable skill to put 100 hours in? I've been interested in doing this experiment called the 100-hour challenge. I want to see how much a person, me, can improve in a certain skill with 100 dedicated hours of practice. I suggest you to do that. Any skill you can think about. Either it's coding, either it's marketing, either it's internet marketing, either it's sales, either it's writing, drawing, like whatever, dancing, singing. Even if you're at zero, guitar, bass, whatever, even if you're at zero, like your level is zero, like not even beginner, but zero, just, it's interesting how it's gonna be in 100 hours if you dedicate 100 hours. And surprising thing actually about that you will be better than most people who doing this, like, I don't know, whatever the skill you're taking, for 5 years, because they don't actually do that. They learned some basics, they maybe read 2 books, and they were practicing, but from time to time, and probably they even dedicated less than 100 hours. So let's carry on. I'm looking for a valuable skill to put this time in, preferably a skill that is easy to measure to see the improvement over time. Sports, instrument playing, writing, speed reading, actually. Those you will be able to read a lot of books and avoid a lot of mistakes with that, and maybe become a new billionaire. Who knows? Okay. Not a skill per se, but if you spend 100 hours learning finances and investing, good advice, one has to pick the right sources, however, right sources too, important, you will be at huge advantage in life. Knowing that index funds can make you wealthy in the long run, putting away what you can every month, not worrying about the market on a daily basis, and reaping the rewards down the line when you're in your 40s and wiser, and thinking how fortunate you are to have started in your early life. The sooner you start, the better it's gonna be. Remember Bitcoin? Oh, I don't even want to talk about it. Okay, I was 11. I was 8, 11, something like that. But if I knew. studying your own muscles and how to use them individually through exercise. It's great for your health, and you can go into the gym with confidence and knowledge, and with great physique, with great body. Just 100 hours. I have to add something to my notebook about the skills I want to learn. Public speaking. Sometimes yes, sometimes no, it depends. It depends on what kind of occupation you have. It's great firstly for yourself, giving you confidence as you get better at it. Yes. But also it can help you in many situations like your workplace, at a social gathering, etc. I read here a very good point. Self-confidence. Confidence, it doesn't come from nowhere. It actually comes from skills and knowledge we have. For example, I am not confident in mathematics, in chemistry, so in mathematics, let's say mathematics and physics. I'm not gonna be confident because I'm not stupid. Like I'm not gonna be confident if I don't know things. I don't know things. That's it. But when it comes to music, when it comes to psychiatry, when it comes to music, again, and what else? How many things? There are some things. Yeah, apparently literature. Let's say I'm confident. I can speak English, I can speak French, I can speak Ukrainian, I can speak Russian, I can speak Chinese. But when it comes to Korean, I'm no longer confident because I don't speak it really well. I forgot it all. But I'm confident in other languages. Voila. So, your confidence, it doesn't come from nothing. So this 100 hours also, if you pick the right goal, the right I don't know, challenge to complete in this 100 hours, you might also end up being very, very confident. If it's your priority, for example, my priority is music, my priority is speaking French, speaking English, and as soon as I started to speak it, as soon as I started to understand it really well, I'm confident. I'm much more confident than I was before. As soon as I become really athletic, because I spent hours and hours doing ballet, doing Pilates almost every day, and now I am confident because I have really good physique. So, voila. In today's world, practice increasing focus and attention span. Single tasking, getting into the zone for a specific project. That's what I was talking about Pomodoro. When you concentrate on one task at a time. But no one said to you that you cannot pick 5 tasks or 10 tasks. Just be careful, because our brain gives us reward, will give us reward when we will finish the thing. So when we have a lot of things, a lot of tasks for this 100 hours, that we cannot really finish, we cannot practically finish them, it's gonna lower our self-esteem, and we're not gonna get anywhere. Learning another language. I've started to learn Spanish as it's opened up a lot of the world I want to visit. Actually, 100 hours, I'm okay. It's not enough to learn, but it depends on how you learn, the way you learn it, and also depends on the resources from which you learn it. But 100 hours, I don't know if it's enough. I don't really know. I never counted how much time I spent to learn languages, this or that. I really don't know. Felicitaciones. I should spend about 20 hours improving my English. Just 20 hours. I understand it when I listen to it, but I have to improve my grammar and spelling. Actually, it doesn't take much time. Believe me. Grammar and spelling, it doesn't really take much time. Spelling maybe, but grammar, the moment you will understand it, the moment you will learn it, if you have to learn it, do it. Just do it. Just you have like the paper A4, And actually on A4, like it depends on the language obviously, but when it comes to Chinese, I don't know why Chinese, like, but I speak Chinese. When it comes to Chinese, all the grammar that you have to learn, like you can fit it into like one side of A4 paper. When it comes to characters, obviously you will need time, because it's completely different. It's completely different from our culture, from our languages and everything. Different writing, obviously, characters, and we have to know a lot of them, like a lot. But when it comes to Spanish, when it comes to English, when it comes to French, it's much easier than you think, when you know how. Art, music, speed reading, typing, probably less than 100 hours. True, it's less, much less. I learned speed reading, I was doing like 10 minutes a day for a couple of months, and I improved drastically. But also I started to talk very fast. Maybe it's not good. I don't know. A big one is probably cooking. Oh, it's never enough. Actually, cooking is, there are basics, but it's like floristics. You can experiment with this, and it's amazing. It's amazing. It never hurts to learn a couple new dishes. True. Cooking, knitting, crochet, woodwork, plastering, bricklaying, yoga, singing, baking. Such an amazing skills. I feel motivated to add some to my... Because mine are boring, like really boring. Mine boring, but those are necessary. It's just the skills that I need to learn. They want to learn. I don't really want to learn them. I just want them already in my brain. And because the process sometimes is not the best, not always. Especially when you're not competent at something and you're making mistakes. That's how I started my ballet classes. It was painful. Because I wasn't competent, I wasn't doing any classical dance. I was singing and playing piano, but no classical dance. But still, I think I spent already 15 hours or 20 hours on it. Not much. I mean, no, later, more. Much more than that. It was so complicated at the beginning. I was thinking I'm the worst student. No, I've just started. Try learning to write with your non-dominant hand. It's frustrating at first, but with constant practice it will become a pretty unique skill to have. You can switch hands in one of them strains. You can psych out people who thought they knew your dexterity, and overall it's a cool skill, in my opinion. No, 100 hours to spend on this. Is that really a valuable skill though, outside of being kind of cool? I would rank that as one of the most useless ones out there. Me too. I don't think it makes any sense. I mean, it does develop our brain. But instead of that, to develop your brain, your heart. So apparently, if I'm not mistaken, I hope I'm not. So the right hand, yeah. It's so right hand connected to left part of the brain, and left hand to the right part of the brain, and also left and right parts of the brain, they functioning a little bit differently. Like they have different functions, a little bit different functions for our analytical thinking and our artistic thinking. Yes, no, it's not artistic. It's more like abstract thinking. So it makes sense to develop your hand, non-dominant hand, but not by spending 100 hours. When you're brushing your teeth, you can just use left hand. If you're righty, if you're lefty, you can use right hand. Simple. Not this skill, please. Coding language. Yes. The only problem, we will discuss it maybe later, is artificial intelligence. I'm afraid that it's gonna take our jobs. But no. Those people who say that it will take our jobs, deeply mistaken. Not all of our jobs. Graphic design, video editing. Hello, it's my chicken. Music production using DFW. DAW. I don't know what is DW. I'm sorry. Playing an instrument. Voila. So, and at the end of the video, I wanted to give you the plan. What to do. If you decided to learn some skill, and if the skill is something really complicated, you know, there are some skills that are quite complicated. What would I do? And what would I suggest to you? What would be? Because I already experienced that, and I think, and I'm sure that this way of learning new things is brilliant. It's one of the easiest ways because you can literally put, like, if you accept my proposal, you take 25 minutes. It's Pomodoro, by Pomodoro way of doing things. Downloading on your phone the application, any application that is linked to Pomodoro. I'm not promoting any here. Or you have a timer, like clocks on the phone, and you set timer for 25 minutes. And during these 25 minutes, you're doing nothing but working on the skill that you picked. Before that, what I would suggest before doing that, and so 25 minutes and 240 circles. Like, so you draw the circle every time you finish this 25 minutes. It's gonna simplify your progress, so you don't have to count, you know, it's just one circle, one circle, one circle. Print it out or draw it, whatever you feel like. Before that, what I would suggest, find one book on the topic or on the skill you want to learn. But easy book, not something complicated, because it wouldn't work for me. So something, I don't know, even Python for kids, if it's coding language. Python for kids works perfectly. That's how I learned, or Swift. I learned Swift, a programming language, to program for iOS. It worked, and so I spent like something like 5 hours on one book. And after that, if you feel like doing that, you read the book, you understand the principle, and you start to practice, just to practice. And every time you set the alarm, for 25 minutes, and then another book, some videos. So spend your time as effectively as you can, because you have only 100 hours, and just measure your success from the beginning, when you didn't know anything or when you had some certain level, and after this 100 hours. And I'm sure, and I swear, you're gonna be so surprised. You don't even know, and you don't know because you never tried, because it literally can give you a boost in your career, or you can literally find yourself a job. Just 100 hours. You know what is 100 hours? It's 4 days. 4 days and a couple of hours after that. 4 hours. It's not much. 3 days and 4 hours. 4 days, I'm sorry. It's 4 days and 4 hours. Does it sound too much to you? If you check your screen time now, do you know how many hours you spent just watching reels or some stuff, or this video? So, the plan. You picking the skill you want to learn, just one. You don't have to be harsh on yourself, but you can pick 3. I would suggest start from 1, but if you're really cool, do 3. Because it's not gonna hurt. For example, every day you spend 25. It's 25, 25, 25 3 times. Not much. Learning 3 new skills, becoming even sometimes better than a professional. Because professionals, they don't really spend 10,000 hours. It's Me, for example, I'm going to school of floristics, and I spend 6 hours a week. But most of the time, it's not. I'm not fully concentrated on floristics there. Okay, it's talking, it's like whatever, but floristics itself. Even though the school is fantastic and amazing, and the teacher is amazing, but you cannot in the school you cannot really concentrate full time on like full 3 hours, because if it was that, like 30 times going to school, 33 times going to school, and voila, I'm a florist professional. I'm good at it though, but it's not the way it works. So being fully concentrated, spending 100 hours, just 100 hours, see what it's gonna be, and let me know. Because this way of working with things is easy, is brilliant, and the last thing I wanted to say, everything is easy in life. Almost everything. There are some things that we cannot really control, unfortunately. But there are things we can control. And those things, most of the time, they are easy if we know how. And I like to help you to know how, and to do it with you too, because me too, I need improvements in my life. So here's the plan. You saw it, you have it. Now I believe in you.